All right, so we are up to embellishments now. So this is quite a departure from the types of embellishments that we had with Close to My Heart. Close to My Heart, we had a lot of different things over the years: wood, um, uh, die cuts, beads, sequins, acrylic shapes and colors, and in white and in black, arrows and hearts and stars. But they were pretty much the same things. We had dots, and then we had, again, the dots that were uh, shaped as stars and hearts and dots, and we had shimmer. And we haven't had ribbon in a while. We used to have ribbon. So again, we had variety, but there is certainly a lot of different types of variety that we're getting with Stampin' Up. So the first type of embellishment is really the ribbon. There's a lot of different ribbons, and we haven't had really ribbon in a number of years. And so we've got ribbon in colors, as far as the in color ribbon colors are represented here at the top. I don't have any of those. The ribbon I have is, which one is this one? This one is the Grow Grain, what are we calling it? Large check ribbon. So this is the large check ribbon. And then I have a newer ribbon here that's a satin ribbon. That is, I believe that's a very vanilla color. I might be incorrect in that. And I think that's what this one is: black and very vanilla checkered pattern, check ribbon. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah, very black and very vanilla. So lots of different ribbon. I don't tend to use a lot of ribbon, so I'm not expecting that I'll buy a lot of this. But again, it's a nice option to have as an embellishment type. But as far as the other types of embellishments that come, we have a large selection of a variety of things. So we've got, these happen to be the in color resin dots that are more matte. We've got these flat pearls. These are textured, adhesive back textured dots, so they have a more metal feel. And then there's just this whole variety of flat embellishments. These happen to be iridescent discs, more of the dot embellishment types. These are clear embellishments. This is the tinsel backed. We have sequins. Again, more glitter in neutral colors, more sequins here. I would say a lot more types of metal or metal-like embellishments than we've had in the Close to My Heart world. That packaging fell apart, but so we have a lot more neutrals, I guess, versus just white and black. We've got more in colors, again, some more neutrals, and then these are some colored ones that are coming up in the newest online offering. So there's just a whole lot of variety. One of the ones, and I didn't see it in this stack, I might have misplaced it, but they also have metal embellishments, and just seeing if I can find it real fast here, and I'm not seeing it, but these little butterflies are a metal brass embellishment. So those are also really fun. So again, the variety is slightly different than what we had with Close to My Heart. We'll see how this evolves over time, but kind of excited to play with some new embellishments that I hadn't had before. So masks is another product that Stampin' Up offers, and this one was a little confusing to me because it's not necessarily the standard term that I've heard used in the crafting world. Masks are stencils. Okay, that's the word I'm used to hearing. That's what we had with Close to My Heart, and that's been a bit of an adjustment for me. To call stencils masks, because that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, honestly. But there are a couple of masks that are available. There are more coming out in catalogs in the future, online specials and things like that. And masks are stencils. And so I showed this when we talked about bundles. There's this Layer of Beauties set bundle, and it comes with a stamp, some dies, and then these decorative masks. And these decorative masks you can use to use blending brushes and layer on top. This one happens to have 5 different masks that you would layer on top to get the various different depths of color, shades, things like that. So, some for the roses, some for the leaves, and then some for the accessory flowers that are on this particular stamp set. So again, a mask is a stencil in Stampin' Up! World. There is another mask set that is in the catalog, which is called Enduring Beauty. And again, you can see how it is being used here on this page, showing how you would layer up all of these different colors using the different layers of masks. I think this one has 3 layers, if I remember correctly. The other thing that Stampin' Up! Has is what's called masking paper. And masking paper, what it does is it allows you, and hopefully this will show pretty well here in a second, is that you stamp the image on this masking paper, and it's essentially a low-tack adhesive where you can stamp the image, you can cut it out, showing the scissors here, you can cut it out and you can lay it on top of that image, and then you can stamp over that mask. And that allows you to layer, so let me pull this up. That allows you to layer the stamps. So you can see that this beaver, I think is probably going to be a beaver here, is sitting in front of the wolf. And they did that by creating a mask so that they could put the mask on top of the wolf. Then they would be able to stamp the beaver on top of that and not disturb the wolf image. And so this allows to create some really cool layering techniques on your pages by using this masking option. It's not something that I play around a lot with. Again, it's probably something that's going to be used more for cards than it would be for scrapbooking pages. So it is something that I definitely haven't used. The other thing is, you can see here, you can use masking paper. So if you wanted to create a background on this card, the background that they have here, and you want it to be around your images, then you could put a mask on top of each one of these images that's going to touch this blue. And then when you do your blending brushes across and when you do your spattering that you can see here, it will protect those images. You peel the mask off, and then these images are nice and crisp and clean, and you don't have to try to work around them while you're doing that technique. So again, that's one way to do it, and that way you're not trying to stamp on top of this darker image and then having a bleed through, essentially, of that darker image after you do the background and then you stamp on top of it. Hopefully that all makes sense. So anyway, that is the world of masks and masking. So again, masks are stencils, and there's masking paper that allows you to create layers on your cards, or if you like, on your layouts. Hopefully that helps. If there's questions, please put them below, because I know this one is a little bit confusing compared to some of the other topics that we've talked about.